All right, hello there, welcome back to another Weeb and Different video. Today's video is going to be a fun one. We're going to do best anime protagonist bracket fight. I don't know if you've seen any of these bracket fights on my channel as of late, but it's something that I've been getting into because I think it's really cool. And it reminds me of like this March Madness style kind of tournament, pretty much any kind of tournament, but I love that format. And so I want to continue to do it. And this video is, again, best anime protagonist. So obviously it's gonna be controversial for some people because everyone has their own opinion, but this is just my opinion. If you disagree with some of the decisions I make, feel free to comment down below and let me know what you think. And again, can't stress that enough, it's an opinion video, but it's gonna be pretty straightforward in that it's a matchup of one person versus another. Who's better? If that person's better, you move on. That person that's not stays where they are. Anyway, first match we got here. Oh, by the way, I watch a crap ton of anime, like a crap ton, but even someone like me who's watched over like definitely like over 200, I don't know all the characters in the world, and there are some popular animes that I've missed, so I may not know a character or two in this video, but we'll see. Anyway, Naofumi versus Sir Meliodas. I actually liked Sir Meliodas and his humor in the beginning, but I don't know, as the show went on, he kind of got a little lame. Season 2 of Rising the Truth Hero sucked, but I don't necessarily blame Naofumi, more so just circumstances. And Naofumi's, in my opinion, just a better character, period. So we're gonna go with him. Then we got Mob versus it's the guy from Full Metal. I've seen the whole show. That's the thing. There's Elric and there's Ed. I believe he's Elric. Regardless, I'm picking him because he's a great character. It's definitely one of the better animes that I've seen from start to finish. A lot of animes, what they do is they just fumble the bag throughout the show. Full Metal is one of those shows that, well, he might be Ed actually. No, Ed is, god damn it, this is killing me. Full Metal Alchemist. No, he's I think he's Elric. I need to see. Edward, no, what? Yeah, he is Ed. He's Edward. Alphonse is the brother. Okay, yeah, I was tripping balls. He is Ed. So anyway, Elric, where the hell did I get Elric from? Man, I'm tripping balls. Anyway, Edward, Elric, and Mob. I definitely got Edward winning because, for one, he is just the much more... I'm not a fan of characters who are soft and extremely passive, and he's very much more the type to jump to the gun and just look for a solution, as opposed to Mob, who's kind of just clueless and he's still figuring things out, which Mob's not a bad character, and honestly, he'd probably advance if he just didn't face Ed, but considering the circumstances, sorry, buddy. We're gonna go with Ed here. Okay, so match with 3, we got Ayano versus the guy from No Game No Life. I don't remember his name. He was only in there for 6 episodes of 1 season, and then a movie, which I'm positive I saw the movie. He wasn't in it, at least from what I remember. And 2 highly intelligent characters, but I'm gonna have to go with the character who's just flat out more of a badass, and that's Ayano. If you haven't seen season 2 or season 1, I won't spoil it, but this guy is just an absolute genius and he plans everything very accordingly. Here we got the guy from Noragami. I don't remember his name because I saw this when I was in high school, and I'm 22 years old now, so as you can imagine, it's been a while. Also, this guy, I don't even know who that is, so by default, the guy from Noragami has to advance. Then we got Jotaro versus this guy. Again, I'm gonna be very blunt, don't know who this guy is. This anime looks old, so Jotaro by default. Okay, so this is definitely a tough matchup, and again, it goes back to the idea of me saying anime's fumbling the bag, and I really hated the ending of Death Note. A lot of it because Light is just like, he thought of everything so accordingly, aside from that one mistake of letting L know he was in Japan. And the way he went out was just so unlike him throughout the series. And then how he went out, like, just screaming and just, yeah, he went out like a chump. So Light's definitely not it. But Saitama, hilarious, fun, awesome, not even highly intelligent, but just flat out funny. So we're gonna go with Saitama for sure. Thorfinn versus the Overlord guy. Season 2 just came out. I have not seen any episodes from season 2, so I'm gonna just label this as Thorfinn from season 1. And Thorfinn from season 1 is one of the worst written characters I've ever seen in my life. He had one objective only, no character development from episode whenever he was an adult and on. Like, there was zero character development. It was just terrible. I hated it. I liked the show, but it wasn't because of Thorfinn, oddly enough. So we're gonna go with the Overlord guy. We got Psyche K versus I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where the guy on the left's from, but Psyche is hilarious and I enjoyed the crap out of his shows or his seasons. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to rock with Ed due to just how great his series is and how great he was. Even though I like Naofumi more in terms of their respective season 1s. Naofumi's journey is still going, so it's like so hard to determine. But yeah, Edward Elric is just, he's a badass for sure. You have to go with him no matter what. Okay, Ayano Koji over this Notagami guy. I don't like this show. I don't know why I finished it, but there's only one season. And then, okay, so if you're a JoJo fan, you love Jotaro. Without a doubt, he is one of the biggest characters of your series. But with that being said, Saitama is one of my favorite anime characters, like, period. Like, one of my favorite, without a doubt. Definitely my top 10. He's just hilarious. And obviously, him being so strong is so cool because he's not messing around. And even when he does, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. He's going to win. So, yeah, definitely Saitama. Then we got Psyche versus the Overlord guy. I've seen Overlord, like, 10 or 11 episodes. He was kind of a square. Nothing crazy about him. Psyche is just flat out funny. He's an introvert, doesn't like being around people, and him just being a level, I think it was the desserts that he got, it was just funny. Seeing a lot of the interactions, I really enjoyed it. This show is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, I would watch it. I'm gonna go with Psyche for sure. Okay, so this is probably gonna be my biggest hot take of the video because a lot of people in general love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, especially. And I enjoyed the show, but Ayano Koji is just one of the most well thought out characters, period. The guy is an absolute genius, and one of the things I like about Ed is that he jumps the gun and he's always looking for a solution. Ayano Koji has several solutions to several different problems, and he has everything laid out for him. And I would love to be something anywhere near that smart, because that is just amazing. I'm gonna go with Ayano Koji, probably my biggest controversial one up to this point. One Punch Man, Saitama against Psyche K. It's gonna be Saitama again, top 10. Naturally, that's just kind of how it's gonna go. And here we have two different sides of me, like not me literally, chill. Two different sides of like my let me explain. So Saitama is very funny and he's got a lot of humor, and then Ayano Koji is all business, but he's smart as hell. You know, he thinks everything through, and those are the things I love in a show. When you have, you know, one of that or one of the other, is like a character has to be hardworking, you know, smart, or funny or something. There has to be something that draws me in, and these two have definitely two important attributes into what draws me personally into a character. So this could go either way, but for now I'm gonna go with Saitama, just because, again, like, if I need a laugh, he's definitely someone that I can just oh wait, I shouldn't. Let's see, can I use matchup mode for this left side? Interesting. Maybe not. I might not be able to use matchup mode for this side. Okay, so we're back. Unfortunately, we can't use matchup mode for the left side, which I don't understand why, but whatever the case may be, it is what it is. We're gonna work with what we got. So we got the guy from One Piece, Luffy, and the character, or I guess he is a guy from Classroom. No, it's Assassination Classroom. There you go. And personally, I'm gonna be very blunt. This is the biggest hot take of the video. I am not a fan of One Piece. I know there's a lot of fans, over 1,000 episodes, of course. Crap ton of chapters in the manga. It's not for me. With that being said, Kono Sensei is amazing through and through. Hilarious. I genuinely loved that show from start to finish. Assassination Classroom, and I really wish I could rewatch it and just not know what happened. Demon Slayer, and don't even know what that is. Forgot his name. It's a good show though. The movie was great. I think it's overrated, especially the first half, but the second half is just flawless. Tanjiro, that's his name. Tanjiro, I believe. Hope I'm not wrong. Anyway, yeah. And we got Soma versus the guy from Konosuba. What's his name? Kazuma. So yeah, Kazuma versus Soma. And I think this one's a close matchup, but Soma to me is just too much of a badass. Challenges a lot of the best. And, you know, again, that working hard aspect that I was talking about earlier, he does it. It's just balls to the wall kind of character, and I vibe with that. Natsu versus, I think this guy's from Faith. I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to rock with Natsu, because even then, Natsu's a badass. And then, I don't know who this guy is. So by default, this slime guy, his name's, what's his name? Something Maru. Something. It's like it ends with Maru or something like that. I forgot what his name is. Regardless, he's gonna lose the next round. I'm gonna be blunt. All right, and then again, I don't know who this guy is, but this guy's from Haikyuu. Forgot his name. I talked about it earlier. I genuinely enjoyed the show. I was on season 3, but one of my cousins is a jackass and spoiled it for me. So I kind of just stopped, and I definitely need to continue to watch it because it's a really good show. But again, when something gets spoiled for you, you're just kind of just like, you know what I mean? Your vibe's killed, and my vibe was killed, man. Anyway, going back to the top, we got Kono Sensei. I should probably move my face. Okay, so we got Kono Sensei versus Tanjiro, and again, I don't even know if this is a hot take because I know people like Tanjiro, but Kono Sensei is just so, like, again, anime perfect start to finish. He didn't carry the show, but like he carried the show, if you get what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't the only good character. There was a lot of great characters, but he was the character, and that is goddamn, that is just the truth. We got Natsu versus Soma Yukihira. This is tough. This is really, really, really tough for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just, wait, are there missing characters from this list? Oh, fudge, there are. Okay, so I just kind of jumped the gun, because I'm like, this side feels way shorter. Okay, let me finish this out. Okay, so Lei Lucius for sure gonna win, no doubt. That's easy money. And then, yeah, cowboy guy. I forgot. What's his name? Is it Spike? His name's Spike. Sorry, Dr. Steingate. Yeah, whatever. Okay, now we go back. So we got Natsu and Soma. Definitely a close one, because I do like balls to the wall characters, but Natsu's way more balls to the wall, and he's funny. So we're gonna rock with Natsu. Yeah. Okay, I said he was gonna lose. I don't think he's a good character regardless. I think he's just too passive for my liking. Lei Luce versus Spike. Again, I positive his name's Spike. Lei Luce is gonna win. Lei Luce is a savage. He's a genius, and he's very balls to the wall. Then we got, I actually need to zoom out again. Then we got Kono. I need to zoom out again, bro. Okay, this should be good. We got Kono Sensei versus Natsu. So I finished all of Fairy Tail, and I loved the series. I'm actually rewatching with my girlfriend, and I don't love it as much because it's just about a lot of friendship stuff that doesn't, like, I don't really I'm more of a family kind of person, to where like I vibe with my cousins, my brothers, you know, the boys. But like when it comes to friends, I don't really have a whole lot of actual friends, so I can't really relate to Fairy Tail in that sense. It's just, that's what it's really all about, is friendship. But that doesn't take away from Natsu himself. I'm gonna go with Natsu again. I finished the whole show. I'm gonna watch the new anime when it comes out. I'm glad they're bringing it back. This it was a close one, because I really like Kono Sensei. Kono Sensei is amazing, without a doubt. Definitely, he's definitely top 15, but so is Natsu. So let's keep it going. Lelouch. I'm sorry guys, I don't even need to describe how badass Lelouch is. You guys know how, like, if you've seen Code Geass, you guys know how badass he is. I don't need to elaborate, like, at all. Natsu versus Lelouch. Again, it goes back to that Aina Koji and Saitama thing, to where I say comedy, intelligence, because both of them have that hardworking ethic anyway, so it doesn't really matter in terms of like, oh, who's more hardworking, because they both work really hard. But what do I value more in these characters, the comedy or the intelligence? I didn't expect it to come down to these two, because I didn't even know Lelouch and Natsu were on the same side. God. This is tough. I feel obligated to put Lelouch. I really do feel obligated to put him. Shit. I'm still thinking. I know that I should have this like down, guys. I'm sorry, but this is really hard for me. Fairy Tail is one of my favorite animes of all time. I'm again rewatching it. It doesn't feel like it, but watching it in high school, even though I didn't have a lot of friends in high school, I still really loved the anime. But again, it's just so friendship heavy. Oh, God. You know what though? We're gonna rock with the guy who got me through these hard times. We're gonna rock with Natsu. Just a lot of moments in my life to where I felt like watching Fairy Tail, and then again Natsu being the main character, it just inspired me. Granted, Lelouch, it could have gone either way. So many people would have put Lelouch, and I know that, but I'm gonna rock with Natsu. I just have to. I have to do it, man. It's my bracket fight. Now that brings us down to Saitama and Natsu. Another extremely hard one. If we're talking about what show I enjoy more in the short, like if I watch 36 episodes of Fairy Tail and I watch 36 episodes of One Punch Man, or I should say 24. No, isn't there 3 seasons? No, there's 2 seasons. Right? Yeah, there's only 2 seasons of One Punch Man. Okay, so if I watch 24 episodes of Fairy Tail and then watch 24 episodes of One Punch Man, I'm gonna enjoy One Punch Man more, without a doubt. But with that being said, I feel like there's so much more to enjoy with Fairy Tail, because there's so much more in-depth things, considering they've had over 300 plus episodes to work with, as opposed to just the 24 that you have with Saitama. If One Punch Man was longer, I can probably guarantee you that Saitama would be number 1. But just because we've got to spend a lot more time with Natsu, we've got to know him significantly better than Saitama. So for those reasons, we're gonna rock with Natsu as our champ. I understand that not everyone would agree with me, but funny enough, this tier list didn't include anyone from Dragon Ball, anyone from Naruto. Like if Goku was on here, if Sasuke, I know it's Protagonist, but if Sasuke was on here, dude, are you kidding me? Sasuke would have easily won this list. Again, it's Protagonist, I understand that, but still, like Sasuke would have destroyed this list. Goku would have definitely, and Goku might have, honestly, out of these guys, Goku probably would have won. Like there's so much we could have gotten from that side. But with that being said, I know that Natsu isn't the most he's honestly sort of dumb. But two of the three things I look for in a character: balls to the wall, always looking for answers, and two, funny as hell. Like, it's like he works hard and he's funny. Like, dude, it's kind of like, the only thing he's missing is intelligence, and trust me, he's definitely missing intelligence. If y'all watch the show, you would recognize that real quick. Again, Fairy Tail as a show, it's pretty cringy sometimes, but I don't want to disregard Natsu as a character when, dude, he just works nonstop and he's extremely funny. If Saitama, like I said though, had more episodes to work with, Saitama would probably have one, and then Lelouch could have easily taken the cake, no doubt about it. I know there's a lot of people who are disappointed, but I just went with the character who I felt more relatable to, because I feel like I'm a pretty smart person, but Lelouch is on another level, bro. Like, I ain't even close to that level. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you would have put. Let me know what you wouldn't have put. As always, this is All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.